Hi everybody, my name is Priscilla and this is the Osho Zen Tarot for the Aquarius Full Moon, which is technically today. I think it peaked at about 11:44 a.m. this morning, and I'm hoping that while I'm doing this video that the background noise won't be too loud, because as I sat down and decided to get this thing started, all the buses started to go past, and then motorcycles, and then trucks, and we've got a garbage collection. It's like, oh great, okay, cool. It's all about the collective. So effectively, full moon, the general theme for a full moon is about closure. This is a really fantastic opportunity to have a good look at what doesn't need to be in your life anymore, so that over the next 2 weeks leading up to the new moon, you're in a position to actually clear out and move out things that don't serve you anymore. So the Aquarian energy is really interesting because we're in Leo, which is all about the me, and the full moon is actually in Aquarius as the opposite sign of Leo. So it's a very challenging time because it's about the we. So it can feel like a tug of war sometimes, the me versus the we, like the self versus the collective, all that sort of stuff. And full moons, of course, are usually ramped up with energy. They're a lot more intense. I know that personally for me, I've literally been sitting around for the last couple of days getting ready to move out of a house that I've been in for the last couple of months. It's been a place to base myself here in Brisbane as I'm getting ready to go to Maui for 7 weeks at the end of the month. And for the last 2 or 3 days, I've literally been like over and over in my head, I feel like there's something I need to be doing. I feel like I should be doing something, but I couldn't figure out what it was. And today I was having lunch with a friend and I was saying to her, what I feel like today is that there's a turning point somewhere in my sense of my little world. It feels like something's changed. I don't know what it is, but I certainly feel like I'm no longer in a zone of waiting. Things are coming together slowly. It's not a rush for me. I think one of the challenges for me is to keep going to my own personal pace. Can't seem to speak these days. And not get caught up in other people's ideas of what they can see for me, but isn't necessarily the wisest thing for me to do. And learning to come back and just slow that down. It's okay. It doesn't have to be a rush. I don't have to do the things that other people see as a potential way of bringing in more income or creating more connection with people with the work I do. It's coming back and slowing it down so that I'm doing it at a pace that works for me, not necessarily for the vision that others have for me, because it doesn't necessarily serve me, even though their intentions are so, I know that they're coming from their heart. They desire to have things work well for me. However, it's their idea, it's their energy, and it's not mine. So it's harder for me to grasp their idea and encapsulate and embody it as mine, and then work with it or move with it. So it's a challenging time to stay steady and slow when this feeling of wanting to ramp up and move, but that's not me that wants to move, it's actually them. Oh my goodness me. Okay, right, moving on. Let's find a card. Pretty big stuff right now. My goodness me. Okay, well, what can I say? The most beautiful card, as usual, from this deck. All about sharing. The Queen of Fire here, she has an abundance of literally everything. She is the epitome of cornucopia, as they say. She's got all the food, she's got the abundance of harvest, quite stunning, and she has gorgeous robes. It looks like she has this ability to just set a table that could feed the world. And she can. That's what this is about. It's about feeding the world. It's about sharing. And I can now see how the beauty of the me versus the we is an interesting one, because, the me in the Leo energy needs to recognize that I can share with the we. And for me, it's probably distinctly poignant because I am a Leo, and I do find that I get a bit caught up in what's happening in my world, and I'm not always really aware of what's happening in the bigger picture. I mean, I am, but in the same breath, I do tend to get caught up in what it is that I can do from my perspective, not just for me, but from me. So this is about sharing the me/we energy and opening it up from the self into the greater collective. And that's a really beautiful thing to be able to do. And when that happens, you've got the candle here, which is just delightful, because what it's really saying is, I can show you a way, I can shine a light. This is another way of doing things, that if you can't necessarily see it for yourself, then this card shows you that you can actually shine the light and shine a way forward and share everything that you have, and be a beacon for other people. Everybody is a beacon for someone. We may not think we are, but you'd be amazed and really, really surprised at the people who will go, oh my God, you did such and such the other day, and that blew me away, and you're such an inspiration to me. And when that happens, say thank you, because it's beautiful that someone else has seen the simple things you do that you don't think are very much, and that they are actually helping someone else. So that's the me and the we area. So I think this is a beautiful card. It's time to share. It's time to allow the me to go out into the greater we of the collective, and share what you have. Share your light, share your abundance, share your love. And this is a beautiful, beautiful message for this particular time. So thank you very much, everybody. I hope that this message is useful for you. And yeah, should you feel that you would like a personal reading, please feel free to contact me either via my website page, which is priscillahold.org, or through Facebook, or even through the YouTube channel. Take care. Much love. Bye.